All right, thank you guys for joining today's session. So today we'll be going through the next assignment for us, and we will also close the portal for the other assignment as 12 p.m. GMT. We'll have to close the portal, so any person that have not submitted an assignment won't be able to do that again for this cohort. So first of all, how are you doing? Let me hear from Judith. How you doing? Okay.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah,
Good
good
afternoon, everyone.
afternoon.
I'm exhausted. I'm
Okay,
not doing great. I'm actually exhausted.
sorry. So I think the assignment was easy, right?
No, it was a little
Okay.
hard.
Yeah, I could not.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Hi, Rose. How you doing?
Hello everyone. I'm doing good, but I can
Ah,
say the assignment was a bit challenging.
sorry, Shaq, sorry. I didn't mean it that way.
There are a lot of pages, a lot of mistakes all over. So yeah.
Whoa, that's good. That is why you're here, to find those mistakes. That's great. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's hear from Christian. How about
Hey,
you?
I'm
And
okay.
a little bit of the assignment. Is it easy? I think it's easy for
Uh,
you.
it was a bit difficult. I think what I did to try to make it make the report not as long as possible is by like just focusing on specific patterns that reoccur throughout the documentation site and just put it in a specific category like
Okay,
yeah
that's fine.
like if there's, and I also grouped each part by category as well. Like I put um the tutorials on like the Git documents under something called use cases and tutorials, API references, and then I kind of created a section where it focuses on accessibility and usability because I noticed that you didn't really bring that up in the course itself, and I felt that it was important to see
Yeah,
how that could be more accessible because people with disabilities use these products as well, so they need to
yeah,
be counted.
yeah, sure. That's cool. That's awesome. So we'll get to review the assignments. All right, so let's hear from one person before we start. That should be Michael. That's the only guy here. Hi, Michael.
Wow. I hope you guys can hear me.
Yes, you can.
Okay. I would say good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you're hearing me from. It's afternoon here in Nigeria. So,
Okay.
well, very nice to join again today. Like I would say the assignment was I like challenge. It was challenging, I would say, but I do like challenges. My natural disposition is always to do follow my intuition and then I would learn definitely. And a little bit like what Christine said, there were some patterns, especially in that verify lens for mobiles or something like that. There were some patterns. I also thought that there would have been better use of visuals or flowcharts in some areas to give lots of to illustrate better. So I know that.
Okay.
And yeah, and also I was also trying to more or less condense some of the issues I saw because some were just repetitive and all that. But well, I tried my best and submitted, and let's
Yeah.
see how let's see how it goes. And I believe I'll just be better for it. That's all. So nice to be here again. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Michael. Thank you for that input. All right, thank you guys once again. Welcome to this is a new week. A new week for us, not the general new week being tomorrow. So so before I continue, how many of us have submitted? Just raise your hand. Christine, yes up. Cecilia, Michael, Rose, Andre, Angel, Judith. I was even looking at Prince. Okay, Felicia. So we have Passy, we have Messi, and we have Anthony. So what is the issue? Hi, Anthony. Or Queen.
Yes, Queen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So what's the problem?
I'm trying to finalize. I'm trying to finalize the assignment. It was a bit difficult for me, but I'm almost done.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
What
So
did you say is the deadline, please? I didn't get it.
Sorry? Okay, the
What did you
deadline.
say? You're closing. Yes, please.
Yeah, today, 12 p.m.
12 p.m. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I can make it 1 a.m., you know, just 1 hour.
Ouch.
All right. Hi, Bassi.
Hi, sir. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm still working on it though. I didn't start early, so it is already yet.
Okay. All right. So, hi. Sorry if I don't pronounce your name very well. Is it Akshata? I think Akshata. Are you done with the assignment? Hello, can you hear me? Is it Akshata A?
Yeah, hi, Wisdom.
Yeah. So, are you done with the assignment?
Actually, I started just a few days back and I couldn't complete on time. So, I'll just do it as soon as submit it as soon as I'm done. A bit tied up with my work. That's the reason.
All
Yeah,
right.
but it's going on good.
All right. So you can also submit whatever you have. So when we have the review session, you can learn from that. So even if you're not done, you're close to you've done a few other areas you can submit. All right. So thank you guys for this session. Thank you for taking your time to wrap up. So and I'm going to take our time to go through the submissions, and I think it's going to look good because the confidence I'm feeling here is so high. All right, so let's go to the business of the day, our second assignment. So how many of us have finished the course?
What's the question?
How many of us have finished the course on YouTube?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay, so how many of us have did like 80% of it?
So, can you, I want to
Yeah,
ask a
just raise
question.
your hand. If you want to speak, you raise your hand so it's orderly, so it's easy for me to know. So how many of you have finished 80%? Just raise your hand.
I want to ask a question.
All right. We'll get to the question session. Okay. So we have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Christian, you brought your hand down. So we
Sorry.
have like 7. All right.
If you consider stopping at chapter 5, 80%, then yes.
All right. So we have 7 businesses. Okay, so which means you guys need to speed up part of watching of the video so you get to the part where we'll talk about this documentation, building of documentation. So and the report I got from the assignment, we have low submission. So we'd like you guys to, whatever you've done, it shouldn't be. So we don't like to get an assignment that is too small. If you've completed it, that would be so good. We know it's huge, honestly, but if you've completed it to some extent, you can submit what you have, okay? The report I'm getting right now that the assignment submissions are too low, and that's not good for us. Hi, Felicia. Question?
Question I wanted to ask is the video you were asking if we finish watching, is it the first video?
How many videos? We only gave you guys one video.
Okay.
All right, so let me know if you can see my screen. Let's go to the business of the day. So raise your hand if you can see my screen. All right, so, okay, thank you. So at this point, we will expect that everybody have watched the video to the part where you would learn about the documentation SSG. So sorry, I'll be going back and forth a bit to accept people in the meeting. So the assignment is to recreate the Vue.js documentation using Astro team. So this team is what you're going to use. So the assignment involves auditing the docs and reworking the docs to a high standard. So the key word there is high. We want it to be high standard. We don't want low quality. So your target is to recreate at least 5 pages in each category on the docs. And for anyone with less than 5 pages, you will do all of them. So you will submit the audit documentation and the link to the documentation. So now this is the Vue.js documentation. It's very small and also easy. You guys have done the audit already, so you know how easy it is. You understand? So before I continue, how many of us are happy about this assignment? Just raise your hand. Raise your hand if you're happy. People are laughing. I mean happy. Okay, that's good. All right, let's go back to the assignment again. So first, we talk about the target is to recreate at least 5 pages in each category. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 categories here. So and anyone that has more than 5 pages, you do it. So for example, we have essentials. So essential has more than 5. So you're doing in essential, for example, you will do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 because it's more than 5. Then under getting started, because it has less than 5, you're doing this 1 and 2. Component has more than 5, so you're doing only 5 inside. If you want to do more, if you have the time, that's it. But because of time, we say do 5. But if you do more, if you do all of them, fantabulous. So under components in depth, you do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this readability, you have 3, and you're doing all of them because it's less than 5. So you do same thing here, you do same thing here. This is 4, and you're doing everything. This one is 3, you're doing everything with this one. So that's the assignment. Very easy, very sweet, very cool. So you're using Astro team to do this. So you click on the getting started. Now this is a getting started. Here will tell you how to install the Astro. You will learn how to use this documentation, this SSG, to recreate the Vue.js documentation with this. So follow the instruction on how to install it and how to add content, then you get it working. This is the I think this is the easiest assignment you guys will get in this program. Like very easy, very sweet, straight to the point. And to be honest with you, I'm envying you guys right now. Like I'm so jealous of what you guys want to do. So I'm jealous about everything. if you leave me, I want to do the assignment with you, but I just want you guys to just do it. This assignment looks like something you will get done within 3 days because it's very easy. Everything is here. You just go and create, and there you go. All right. So I know a lot of you guys have something to say. So if you want to say anything right now, raise your I know Christian will say something. All right, let's hear from you.
Okay. So we basically have to pick a section and do 5 pages on it, or just
5. You can do more, but because of time, we said pick 5 in each category.
Okay. Okay, just pick a category and do 5 pages on
No. All of them, you're picking 5 pages in each category. You're doing getting. That's why I said it's easy. Maybe you didn't get it. It's easy. You see, we have getting started, you have essentials, you have components in depth, you have usability, you have built-in components, you have scaling up, you have best practices, TypeScript, extra topics. So
okay.
That you get my point right now. That's cool. Very easy. So under extra topics, you're doing 5. Under TypeScript, you're doing 3 of them because it's 3. It's not more than 5. So anyone that has more than 5, you do 5. Anyone that has less than 5, you see. So yeah. See, I can feel your happiness. So Andre, your hand has been up. Is it for this one or the other?
No, this one. So if I understand correctly, we are going to set up the Astro, right?
Yes.
Like, it's an SSG, right?
Yes, exactly.
And then we're going to recreate 5 pages per section. But does that mean rewriting or only like recreate, like copy pasting?
Yeah, so you have the audit part. So you also check in areas improved. You improve it, move it down there. So you have an audit for this one with the issue and the solution, and you would now move the correct one down to the Astro Light. So you are sending an audit report and you're sending this one. Very easy, right?
Also the report. Okay.
Yes, very, very easy.
Okay. I don't know if it's going to be 3 days, but we'll see.
Let's see. I trust you guys. Hi, Ola.
Yeah. Hello. Good afternoon. Yeah.
Yesterday.
So thank you. My question. Yeah, I think you've clarified the first part of my question. So we are sending one audit report.
Yeah.
And a modified team with Astrolight, right?
Yes, exactly. So
for the Astrolight, I don't know. Is it possible to just take maybe like 5 steps of what we need to do? I don't think that's. I don't really understand.
Yeah.
That
so
part, or maybe any possible challenge we can experience.
I don't know, you might, but I think first is follow the instruction they have here to install this in your local system. Then know how to add content. Then that is the only thing I think you need to do. Then if you watch the video, you see the parts that we talked about components, how to use and when to use components. So that is where you will now implement that to know the kind of components you use and why you should use those components. Like they have a card. You know the areas you need to use the card. You need to know areas you want to use asides. You have the notes, you have the warning aside. So you need to know areas to use them. So these are the things you need to, implement. When you install it, you start implementing this. So you need to know Markdown. I think we have a course on Markdown. If you don't know Markdown, this is where you now work with the Markdown. That's it.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. So who else again? Christy?
Oh, I just wanted to point out that if you have trouble doing it locally, they do have a little note saying where you can like open the template and stack blitz to make it easier. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, sure. And also if you have any issues maybe running that stuff, you can just notify in the group. If I have time, you can jump on a call and try to get that working. And let me see if I can try that locally. So for now, if you have any other question, just raise your hand. Let me see if I could try running one locally so we can all see how that works. Would you want that? Okay. Okay, so give me 1 minute. So if you have any question now, you can raise your hand. Let me hear from you. Okay, so let me know if you can see my screen. Okay, thank you. All right, so you can use any text editor of your choice. So anyone you feel comfortable with, you can use. A new window here. Who is joining us now? Okay. Okay, so here they said the first thing you will do is this. So create a new startup project by running the following command. This will create this in all of this and this. So can someone point out what is wrong with this? Something you think they would have said to make it much easier for someone here? Just 1 point. Continue. Hi, Christy.
Maybe just like hyperlink Astro and Starlight, just so they can learn more about it.
Yeah. Because right now you explain each point of it, what this one means, Astro, the templates, and the Starlight. So everybody will know that this means this one means this, and this one means a name. So Starlight, let me see if I could change it to test. If that would be the name. And it worked. All right. What's the problem? Okay. So maybe there will be Starlight. Launch. Who is joining now? Who is joining now? Hi, David. Hi, Messi. NPM create this.
I'm saying that the Starlight is the template.
Yeah. Okay, we should look for the new project. Install dependency, initiate this. This is so you need to initiate new Git repository.
I just figured out an error in the tutorial. It would be helpful to say like and click on open the after they pick the command you use to say follow the preceding prompts in the terminal.
Yeah, where?
Yeah.
Where?
Like after you put the terminal you're hovering over, and then just put a little blurb at the bottom saying then follow the preceding steps in the terminal that's shown in the terminal, like initiate,
Yeah, so they use, everybody has a different way of passing the information. Here, this will create a new project this with us. So this shows that they expect that you're not a total novice when it comes to Camino stuff. So that's why they say this will create a new project repository. So then they feel you should know that you would follow the instruction. But adding that makes a lot of sense. So when you know your audience, you probably know what. But here, they feel the audience wouldn't need that. Yeah, hi Ola. So we're still installing npm. Hi Ola.
Yeah, just one question. Yeah, can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, just one question. Does it make sense for you to actually define your audience first before you even start? Because I think I was going through a documentation where I don't recall the exact documentation, but they made it such a way that you could filter the audience in advance, and I think that changed the documentation, right? So, like, would that make sense as a starting point?
Yeah, it's a must. So I'm hearing myself. So this is installed. What's the problem? Okay, so to answer your question, yeah, it's a must to create a new repository. Yeah. So it's a must for you to, ensure you know your audience before you start writing your documentation. You need to know who they are. So are you writing for founders, writing for developers, or are you writing in the developer audience? Are you writing for the experts? Are you writing for total beginners, where you start explaining a lot of stuff like what Christian pointed out? That is majorly for beginners. Follow the instruction, click here, follow here. So once you know your audience, you know, okay, I'm writing for this certain set of people. Expert, I don't need to explain, some certain steps because that might annoy them. I know I will follow the step. So as an expert, I know I'll follow the step. So just tell me when you're following the step, you see this, ensure you do this and do that. Sorry, let me see. Okay. So I think we need to have it installed. Yeah, who is raising the hand?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I understand you need to know your audience, but it's more like, do you need to define that audience on the documentation? Do you need to say this is for this person, this person?
No.
You mean the audit report?
Okay. Like on the documentation, I'm asking if you need to like define the audience to say this documentation we are doing is for beginners only. Because currently I don't think there's anywhere. Okay.
No, you don't do that at all. Is this thing disappearing or something? I don't understand. Yeah, should be. Wait, or is this creating it in a different? So these are the issues you guys might have faced or something. Oh, so this is the name of the folder. Okay, which is this one?
I think if you are starting, you don't have to create a folder for it, so it's automatically create a folder.
Yeah, it creates.
We ask you where to store it.
Okay, so let's open this one. So it seems Mercy is way ahead of most of us. She has something to say. All right, so you want to install recommended extension? Yeah, install. Okay. Yeah, we'll get back to you. So you can use any text editor of your choice. I'm using VS Code. I think it's popular right now. I think before was Notepad. then Notepad++. Right now is VS Code. I think Atom and all the rest, they've disappeared. So here is where you make your changes. So you have the asset folder where you put all your assets. You have your multimedia element. You have an image, a video, or a sound. This is where you would add it up. You have a PDF or something, you add it up. Now, one thing again I want you guys to take note of in this is in this asset, when you have this folder called asset, doesn't mean you will just add everything under this, directly under this folder in the root. So, for example, you have videos in the docs, you have section for sounds, you have some other sections maybe where you add PDF. So what is expected of you is to come under this folder and create a subfolder for your images. Let's say you call it IMG for short. Then if you have videos, you also call it vid for short. So it's well organized. The main essence of documentation, you being a technical writer should learn organization. And if you take the course on our website on information architecture, you would know that the main essence of information architecture is organization. Organizing your content in a way people can find it so people don't struggle to find things. So you also bring that ideology down to your docs, and also developers to understand that organization matters, because when you're working on a project and for some reason someone wants to jump on that same project, they don't need to have you around to be explaining things. Imagine you want to jump on this and you come to the assets, video, audio, PDF, docs, all the files, all the asset files are just in one folder. People will get confused. So what am I looking for? And imagine you have a docs that is very, very huge. So everything is just one place. So ensure you learn organization. So video, if you have one for PDF, call it PDF. If you have docs, call it docs. Because this is a doc, it might confuse a bit. So you can say documents. I can leave it document. So here, when someone comes, oh, okay, this should be where I find the documents. I'll just go here. Oh, I need the images. So this is the images. I come here. Oh, these are for the PDF. Imagine you have everything under the root. That's not good. So this is what I expect you to do. And if you want to go as far as organizing it more to make it much, much better, is each category you will create an image for it. So let's go back here. So for example, we have essentials. Do you have any image here? I don't know, you can go through and check. So if you have an image under essentials, you will create essentials under the image folder, components under the image folder, usability under the image folder. So it's easier for someone to know, okay, the images under here are for essentials, this is for the components, this is for that, this is for this. Organization matters a whole lot. And it's very easy for migration. So when you're migrating, some platforms already call theirs assets. Some might call it something else. But what you will do is just copy this folder and go and put it there, as easy as ABC. So now you need to know Markdown. Very important for this. So let's go here and so what do we have here? So here's essentials. Sorry. So we have a guide. Okay, yes. So let's run this. So okay, to run this is npm run dev. Okay, now we're running it locally, and this is local server. So welcome to Starlight. So somebody can design your homepage much better. Some can leave it like that. So we have only one example guide, and we have for the reference this one. So this is the guide, and if you go to the guide, you will see example guide, the guide in my satellite guide, and further reading, example guide for that reading. So when you come here and say, I want to call this intro. So I would have done Command S, but mine is saving automatically. So you have intro. So whatever changes you make here appears automatically. So you add more files. They have their Astro config file. So you come over to the Astro docs. So you follow these docs step by step. You would understand how to make changes, how to add pages, and more. How to auto, in case you want to add CSS styling, you want to beautify the look and feel, you also follow this section. So, okay, let us try one of these. Let's try this aside. Okay, so what do we do to display this information alongside use this aside? Okay, all right. So this is example. So this, I think it should be, it can be anywhere, but let's keep it at the top. Let's see if that would reflect. Did it reflect? What's this one? Didn't reflect. So why is it not reflecting? Can anyone point out? Can anyone point out why it's not reflecting?
Okay,
I think I'm saying something, but can anyone point out?
yes, I want to try.
All right, I had to zoom so somebody might see something.
Okay, you didn't import the you didn't you did not. I'm sorry. You did not close the syntax.
Where? This one is open, this one is closed, this one is open, this one is closed, this one is open, this one is closed, this is open, this is closed. So why didn't I close it? Nobody's seeing something. All right, let me come back here.
Oh, I was gonna say something. I'm thinking you didn't close it in the close the import part.
This import.
Yeah.
Do I need to close this? I'm
Like
importing.
put React at the bottom, I think.
No. So let's go. They said first import, then this is how to use it. So I'm seeing something, but I want people to just check it out. All right, so what format are they showing this example? The format is here already. So can someone point out the format?
Okay, I know it. The file is in .md. I know I faced that issue. It's supposed to be in .x.
Okay.
All right, yeah, and .x.
Okay. So let's check.
Work in Jesus' name.
It's not working. All right. So import. Yeah. Stack trace.
Oh, the error shows in the terminal.
So you guys are going to face something like this. Reload data guide, what unexpected data while rendering guides. So what is it over here? All right. So the issue, I think, was identified by Messi is to change the format from MD to MDX. So this only works in MDX. So that's a problem from the Astro team because you know everything about your product. Your SSG works with MDX. So by default, you're having .md, which is a huge problem. So I'm sure you convert. Yep, who's that? Who raised the hand?
If you check, sorry, I said if you check the docs, they have for MD, that's for Markdown and something like a Markdown. So the syntax are kind of like different from each other.
Yeah, this one is for the Mac. This is Mac doc.
Oh.
Okay. So let's do another. Okay, let's take it back to, and let's use this Mac doc. See, this Mac doc is for Markdown. So it didn't work. So is this going to be Mac doc? Ooh, the errors are not smiling. Yeah, so MDX, yes.
It doesn't work with the MarkDoc because MarkDoc's its own SSG. So
yeah, so this one, like I said, is an error from the team because they need to make the default MDX, which is the first one already here. Most of the examples are in MDX. Most of the components you use, you need to import. So this is what you have to do to get your stuff working. Try out, know when, if you watch the video, you will know when and where to use any of the components. So you start getting them working. So do we have any other question? Or are we good to go? You're ready to start? So if you also want to make changes to a few other areas, a few other stuff, you have to go to your config file. So the config file is where, like in the video I explained, config file is almost same thing almost everywhere in the SSGs, where you go and configure your documentation. Some give you the ability to add a few other plugins. Some might not go as far as that one. Most of them you have a way to change the title, change a few other items. Like this is my docs, so we can call this WMP docs. You have it here. So this is GitHub. This is a GitHub icon. I think you can also come here and change this to be, I'm just guessing, I don't know if this would work. Let me put this here first and see. Okay, this, okay, permits that. So this, let's say this is Discord. All right. So this is Discord. So this is an array already. So that's why I added this, because you accept more than one as an array. So you can add, you can also check the docs to know which of the socials this supports. So this is long a bit, so you can break it down. Okay, let's try, I don't know if it's X or Twitter. No. Yeah. Whoa, thing got angry and stopped running. Oh, I think they're angry with Elon Musk. So, okay, let's see if any other social like Facebook will work. Whoa, which, let's see if Reddit will work. All right, so you can make a lot of changes in the configure it very well. You can add more pages here. This is the sidebar, so you can add more pages here. Okay, the reference is auto-generated. So when you come to the configuration part, this is to configure the reference. This is for plugins. They have other plugins, so you can add search, Angular search. So for now, do you have a search? You have a search, but not Angular. It doesn't work locally actually. So we don't have Angular search. Angular search is where you would be able to handle the data very well, have it stored online so you can play around with the data, how people search and more. Angular is very cool. So you have other plugins. Now this is official from them. This is community built. So links validator, this is cool to check if the links are working, check for broken links, add a blog. So right now we don't have a blog, but if you want to add a blog, you use that plugin to add a blog to have an open API spec on the docs. So you can use this to add it automatically. This vault, their vault. Think this is a writing platform or something, a writing app to add it here. To want to zoom images, think if you have some images, some docs don't give you the ability to zoom, but with this you're able to zoom. To add a version your docs, you add this one, head badges, side graph, add an alternative side graph inside your site topics, any contributor list, ruler credits. So you check, I think they have a whole lot of them and they have more tools. So to add feedback, add render MDS code blocks as interactive component, add live code. Ooh, this looks like it's going to be cool. VS Code extension to help translate. Starlight to PDF, convert. Whoa. This is a very cool tool to use. So you have, I think they have more. Is this all of them? You can click and you get to see more. So play around, go around, check the docs on how to improve your docs. So everything here, I think they tried when it comes to the structure and following it up well. So, and also with this, you can also do this. I think they have it file tree. So you can add a file tree. So let's test the file tree. So I think this, always try to organize it. So this should be at the top. So it's organized and not. Oh, okay, you already, file tree. So here, you see we have the first one as a side and the second one as file tree. So try to organize it like that and not have that import to be at the bottom. The other one, everything is scattered. So you see how cool this looks when you want to explain a step-by-step that has to do with folder instead of taking a screenshot of the folder. This is a very awesome feature to have. So this is what I did here. And it appears to be this. And this is interactive. So I think you guys are ready. You have everything. Oh, Basi, what's up?
Okay, my question is, since we are working on it locally, does it mean we would have to host it for submission?
Yes, you would host it. I think they also have, do they have the hosting part here? Okay, they don't have, I don't think they have the hosting, but you can use GitHub Actions. So GitHub Actions makes it easy for you to host.
Someone mentioned Vercel or something like that.
Yeah, Vercel, you can also use that. I think Vercel, is it free? I don't think it's free.
Vercel, I think Vercel is free.
It's free.
Vercel, Netlify, and GitHub Pages.
Yeah, so you can anyone that works for you is fine. I don't know if Vercel is cool because Vercel has one very cool feature that I like, which when you're doing pull requests, you can review your pull request as you can review your docs have a preview in the pull request. So when someone sends a pull request, you will see the changes as a preview. No, you really run it locally. Just click on the preview and view their changes. Makes it easy than trying to run it locally yourself. You just see everything. As long as that feature comes with the free plan. So if you want to host this, let's say you go on GitHub. Sorry, my GitHub looks a bit messy. I have a whole lot of stuff here. Which one is this one again? You go tests. Okay, so I think, do we have any? I think there are kind of videos on that. Maybe if I have time, I would check that stuff. So you have to go, I think it's settings. No, actually, where is GitHub pages? How can I find GitHub pages?
Pages is under code space, under this code and automation. Yeah, you've passed it.
Code. Oh, pages. Yeah, so I think if you come for the very first time, you're going to see a different interface here. So where you would just click to get started. Now, wanting to know when you want to put this, I'm using GitHub Actions, so you can deploy from your branch. So from your branch, I think your branch, you need to, so we don't have a docs folder, so which means GitHub Actions, you need to write a GitHub Actions for it, more like a GitHub Actions script, because we don't have. So it uses, I think, when you build, let's see the building. Building should be in public, should be in the public folder. So they have, okay, that should be getting started. This is to run, okay, deploy. Okay, you see, it's easy already. So they have the deploy. Wait, this is a different, this is about crazy. So they have this separately. That's one problem. So while you're looking for the deploy in their docs, now this looks, wait, let me see. Is this the same docs we just came from? Okay. So this is the deployment guide for the different platforms that they support. So Netlify, Vercel, Deno, Cloud. I love these guys. GitLab, AWS, so it's easy. So click and they will show you how to deploy it. So here, you follow this guide. Now this is the GitHub Actions script that you will use. So when you create that, it gives you, on GitHub, it gives you this GitHub workflow. Then what you do, you just copy this. And when you deploy, when you push your changes, you have this up. More examples. All right, so configure components. Yeah, so just have that. So you need to have this link handy. So how you can deploy, so you follow the steps. deploying to GitHub. So this will check. This will install, build, and upload. And this will deploy it. All right, so this is what you use for those that want to use GitHub. If you want to use Vercel, if you want to use Netlify, you use either of them. Anyone, if these people are no longer free, but no longer free. So if you have AWS, you can use AWS. If you want to use Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, Fleek, anyone at all, Kingstar, Zero, and such. So you can see it's very simple assignment, and I'm sure everybody's happy. You know, I can feel Christy laughing. Mercy's already happy. She sounds way ahead of others. Felicia is fake crying because I know she's laughing and happy with her kids. It's like, hey, mommy has a very simple assignment again. Hi, Mercy.
Me, I just want to add to what you're saying. So, you are talking about saving the images in assets. So, I don't know, maybe it's a Vercel problem or maybe other hosting platform has that same issue. But even Astrolite throws us error. So, it suggests that we save the images under public because it might work locally, but if you deploy it, the images might not show. So I went through that error before I later realized that images should be saved on public folder. So I don't know why. I've not figured out why, but that's what Vercel and Astrolite also suggest, that save your image in public.
Okay. I don't think I've faced that problem with Astro. Actually, maybe it's a Vercel problem. I don't think I've faced that at all. So you guys can try, let's see, but I've not faced the problem of the image location. Maybe the issue, because some of them has to do with how you point to the image, because some of them gives you a markdown command to point to image, and that's a problem. Some you will see will tell you need to put 3 dots before you put a folder location. Some would say copy the relevant. Let me share that stuff. Hope you can see my screen. So for example, we have an image here. Let's say this is it. So you copy the relevant part. So this relevant part will let you know that this is where it's coming from. This is the source asset, and this. Others would say put 3 dots or 4 dots. So this is where you might have the issue. Put 3 dots or 4 dots. Some would now, how many dots before you get to this one, because it does represent folders before you get to this one. So it's a problem. So maybe that might be the issue. But like I said, I've not faced that before. Right. So, hi, Basi.
Okay, I just want to confirm if this tax is for 2 weeks.
Prince, are you here? Are you still with us?
Oh, yes, I am. I am.
Okay. All right. So I think you would take up this part because they have audits and they have rechange the docs, and they need to create the docs and replace the docs. And we gave them 2 weeks. I think. Is it 2 weeks? Yes.
First of all, let me just say this is set up. I don't know why you brought me to be here. Want to make me the bad guy here? This cohort that just started. Okay. So actually, what you have to do is quite a lot. I hope you can hear me. I hope I'm still here. I mean, it's not that funny. Okay, cool. What you have to do is a lot. And when I was looking at the assignment again, I was like, who set this thing? How did we set this thing? Right? Don't worry, I know who set it. I was the one that set it. Yeah. So I was like, this will take a while. So I don't want to say, I really don't want to say, I don't want to give an extension. I don't, it's still me somehow to say it. So I would usually want to give extension because I don't want to. And the reason why I don't want to is because I think, right, if you like, I think for some people have a lot of things going on and they work. But I think that when you're under pressure, when you have a small amount of time, you're forced to just do stuff, right? The girlfriend will not leave you, Jesus' name. That prayer did not work, she have left me. But anyways, oh God, mercy don't scatter my head. I'll give you extension 3 weeks. That's fine, no problem. So we got to go. Oh my God.
All right, thank you, Prince. So I don't want that to come from me like it is a setup. So you guys have 3 weeks to work on the assignment. I think that is more than enough. I think that is more than enough. All right, so are we clear? Any oh, God is not blessing Prince and not me. Oh, I don't turn the bad person, Prince, you see. I set you up to be the bad person. I turn the bad person. It's all right. So are we good? Is everything clear? Do you have any confusion? So we can clear it now because this is a very tough assignment. But this is an assignment that when you're done with it, you can show it anywhere that, hey, I worked on this and this is the result. And this is the kind of assignment you can take to an interview and I did something and they will look at it. So when they compare what you have done with the official docs, they'll be able to know that yes, you actually changed something, you made it a lot more better. And also in the interview, you can be able to say, I changed this, I did this, and I did that, because the most important thing in an interview is speaking from experience and not speaking from what you read or what someone told you or what you heard somehow. So, but yeah, you're speaking from, I did this, I know this, and when I was doing this, I faced this, and look at how I resolved this. That is what they want. They want someone with experience and not someone that is very good at reading and cramming. So this assignment will prepare you for that. And also when you get a job, you won't struggle because whatever you're doing right now is exactly what you will do in companies. Some startups might not do up to this level. Some will give you something quite easy. Some will give you something at this level because this is tough, to be honest with you. You just have to be honest, but it's easy in a tough way. All right. So are we clear? Are we good? So you can watch the video later when I upload it if you want to know how to install it and follow up some steps, follow up the guides. It will help you know how to add more pages, make it more better. Hi, Michael.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm if I know that we have to first of all set up the starlights, right?
Yes.
So I want to just confirm if all those steps and everything will be on the video on YouTube. I just want to confirm that because that's the first thing first we have to do.
Yeah, I think we did that right now. So this video will be on YouTube, so you can go back and watch it.
Okay, you can go back. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I think I installed it, so that is what you need to install it. Then follow up the other part of. If you watch the other video, the official one for the program, that is where I explained when and where to use any of the components.
Okay.
Aside, when do you want to use aside? Why should you use a tab? That is where you use that. Yeah, very easy, man. Jealous. Hi, Basi.
So please, I want to confirm if you would include the hosting process in the video. I mean, for some persons who do not have a coding background, that might be a challenge, like the whole version control and hosting process.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have that for this. Yeah, so hosting. All right, I will see what I can do on that. Yeah, I can quickly think a short video and send. I think let's see what I can do today, tomorrow. Yep, thank you for that. All right, so are we good? Are we ready? Can we start doing the assignments today and submit tomorrow for the ones that are fast? Yeah, so okay, yeah, I think I also got a message from Andre Bravo. Thank you so much for that. She said she just sent me a message now that she would wrap up her assignment by Monday. So I was so much happy when I got the message. Thank you for that, for being fast. No, I really expected at least one person. Andre, okay, let me say it again. Unmute your mic. You sent me a message, right?
I did not send you a message. I submitted in the form.
Yeah, so I mean that you sent me a message a few minutes ago that you are done with, that you finish this assignment on Monday, this particular one.
No, that was not me.
Okay, I thought it was you. I thought you're fast enough for that.
No, I wish.
All right, so but I would like someone to surprise me on Monday. I am done with it, everything. I was like, whoa, person receive a different price. So maybe Judith. Amazing. All right, so any other comments? Are we good to go? Okay, let me check the chat if you have any question. If you take a look at it, looks like we are doing almost everything just 1 or 2 sessions. Judy, you're funny. Okay. All right. So I don't think we have the network is okay. I think everything. I think we don't have any questions here. All right, guys. Thank you for joining this session. So we are 19 of us. I think Prince, how many? I think we are how many, sir? Are we 20 something, bah? I think it's 20 something. So we have 19 of us here. Share 20 something, bah?
Yeah, I think so. I think I can't get the exact score. Let me try and figure out the exact number now. But I think we're around that range.
Okay, yeah. Hi, Aksata. Hope I pronounced the name well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Wisdom, I have a question here. Do we have a session for review of the verified docs?
Yeah, sure. We'll send a message for that.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'll send a message across for that because you guys are still working on it. So when you're done, then we'll go through it. Then I'll now book a call for the review session for that. Right. So any other question? You see, we have more coming up. All right, so I think you guys are ready. I would I think find time to work on that the deployment part. Yeah, I'll try to cover the deployment part for the Astro. So I'll pick one. I can pick one, or I'll try to pick two, maybe Netlify. And because most of us use GitHub, I think very few might use GitLab. How many of us are using GitLab here, or have used GitLab, or would like to use GitLab for this assignment?
Not that I would like to, but I have experience with GitLab.
Okay. Oh, so we have only 3 people that want or might. All right. So I think more use GitHub than GitLab. So I would try to use GitHub and maybe Netlify for this assignment, for the video. Sorry. So you guys would know how to do that. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for joining. I would, like I said, I would find time to do that video and then also upload it. So even if I don't do it today, I might do it within the week because I don't think you guys might be ready for that point. So deal with the audit, deal with the issues of revamping the dogs and more. And this is partly kind of a bit of migrating also. So you still have a little bit of knowledge when you're doing that too. All right, thank you guys for joining and see you next. You're going to see next 2 weeks, but you guys are going to submit your assignment in the next 3 weeks. Okay, see you then. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.